Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are currently trying to still cut through afternoon traffic, welcome back to Music Village. And oh, we almost forgot to mention, during the Bushido concert, we were standing by the door by where the people come in, and certain people thought I was a bouncer at that said location. Now, I wish I had those pair of cool, Miami PD sort of sunglasses along with an earpiece to really be a bouncer, but no, I wasn't a bouncer. So when I looked at that ID and told that kid, hey kid, you're good, no, it meant nothing. But besides that funny and silly moment that we had during the concert, folks, I think it's time for us to switch gears and talk about some games trying to make their way to the main stage for the last time for 2019 for this show, for another edition of the Friday Night Greenlight. And the first game that we have up comes from the developers Gently Mad Studios, nice developer name by the way, with their game End Zone: A World Apart, which for some strange reason sounds like a movie that Mel Gibson would star in. Don't know why, but it does. Anyway, this game automatically reminds me of a combination of the game The Village with a little hint of Fallout in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, with the fact that you have to rebuild the town from scratch, is that they give you plenty of places to actually loot and raid to try to get more resources from not only above ground but from underground as well. Yeah, and also the ability to build underground bunkers too, just in case a meteor or a bomb hits. Yeah, because you never know. And the next game that we have up, besides Doomsday Preparations, comes from the developers Naughty Shinobi, nice name by the way, with their game Shadows Over Isolation. And this game automatically reminds me, strangely enough, of the TV show Kyle XY, with a little hint of Erie, Indiana in there as well. And here's hoping that whatever sort of secret laboratory that you're gonna run into on this makeshift farm, you have keys to access it and it doesn't go horribly wrong. And oh, what's the maestro whispering? Oh, it does. Right. Well, I hope you have, some form of backup plan and weapons to fight whatever is in that secret laboratory you have to go down in. Yeah, best way to describe that. And speaking of weapons to fight creatures, folks, the next game that we have up comes from the developers Trepang Studios with their game Trepang 2. And this game automatically reminds me a lot of the video game Black. And the fact that and the reason why I'm laughing right now, folks, because the maestro just scrolled past one of the pictures of one of the guys actually doing a cartwheel with one arm as his arm flies over into the corner of the room. And you can't get any better than that. So the only thing I hope for in the near future for this game, besides all of the assault weapons you get a chance to use and the different takedowns you get to use to enemies during this game, is just maybe a shotgun to take people out with. Because if you can do that much damage with an assault rifle and a UMP-45, you can only imagine what sort of damage you can do with an AA-12 shotgun in this very game. And not to mention, a very good way to open up doors in games too. Yeah, trust me, I know from first-hand experience. In games, maestro, not in real life, in games. And with that said, folks, next game we have up comes from the developers FYQD Studios with their game Bright Memory Infinite. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Deus Ex, but a little hint of Perfect Dark in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future, just like in Deus Ex, they allow you to hack machines with your mind or body like he did in the game. Because I got a feeling with that robotic arm she has, she can most likely hack other machines that are lurking in this game. So here's hoping she has the power to do that in this game. Yeah, really hoping for that. And the last but not least game that we have up for this week and for this year for this show, folks, comes from the developers Nite Games with their game, Not for Broadcast. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only They Live, but a little hint of an episode of The Outer Limits that did involve a radio broadcast. Or more or less a broadcast televised on the news that went horribly wrong. So yeah, the only thing I hope for in the near future that they give you some form of exit plan just in case things get too weird. Cause I got a feeling that somebody is gonna try to take you out if you try to put the wrong thing on the networks. So an escape hatch or a weapon to defend yourself is the only thing I hope for in the near future for this game. Or even the option to escape in one of the tapes. Cause I know, knowing how weird things would get, since this has some form of Outer Limits spin to it, yeah, a chance to escape into the tape is just fine for me. And if you guys want to check out any other cool games trying to make their way to the main stage via cargo ship, cargo plane, or even subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and just click ever so lightly on that upcoming button, as well as clicking on that Indy button as well, to check out a whole bunch of beautiful games that would be the perfect way to end your year off on a high note. And as a matter of fact, according to the maestro, they're gonna give you a cool statue to go along with the games. Oh, the statues is for the game if they were voted for the year-end awards. Oh, my bad. You don't get a statue, but you get a cool game. So check them out. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music, and when we return, we'll be back with another new DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.